How did you learn so much about writing? Well, some people are just born with, please. This is how. I do have a degree in English, but all that did was teach me how to close read old texts. That didn't teach me anything about how to write a story, what's needed in a story, how to plot a story, internal and external conflict in your main characters, all those things. Now, I will be the first to say that I'm not great at reading writing books. They tend to bore me sometimes. Just being honest. But here are some books that are helpful. If you have no idea where to start, like with plotting or what's needed in a story or anything, you should start with this book, Save the Cat Writes a Novel. This breaks down a novel into certain sections and acts and beats are a unit of action, and lets you know exactly everything that you need to be covered in your story. It actually breaks down other stories as well, popular stories that you're familiar with, and shows you how they all fit within the same formula. So if you need to know how exactly to write a story, I'd start with this one. A big driving factor in the story is internal and external conflict that your main character experiences. This book delves heavily with that subject. Story Genius: How to Use Brain Science to Go Beyond Outlining and Write a Riveting Novel. It pokes a little fun of Save the Cat, but Save the Cat's a great book. And this one does well with internal and external conflict. Two other books that I recently picked up that I'm delving into because I write kidlit. The Magic Words: Writing Great Books for Children and Young Adults. And I also picked up Writing Irresistible Kidlit. And there are a ton of other helpful writing books as well. But these are the ones that I've mainly used. And also, when you do get to editing your manuscript, you need to get this, the Emotion Thesaurus. This keeps your characters from constantly sighing, nodding, rolling their eyes, shrugging their shoulders. It gives you different emotions, both internally and externally, that you can use to convey those feelings, which is super helpful when you're editing, because trust me, you're going to do a Control F search and find out that your character sighed about 5,000 times in Chapter 2. Also, reading books within your genre. You can gain a lot of experience and the flow of a story just by reading books that are within your genre, which I highly recommend as well. So that's how I know so much about writing. I just read books. Hope that helps. Happy writing!